Well, welcome back, everyone. There's a new movie in the theaters, and it might be a little bit of a scary one. It is called Final Destination Bloodlines, and here to talk about that are Bart and Jennifer Mills, our local movie reviewers. Welcome, Bart and Jen.
Good morning.
All right, so Bloodlines. You know there's going to be a lot of blood.
Yeah, as the title would ensue, yes. Now, this is Final Destination, so ironically, I had to look it up. This is the 6th in the series, but we have not had one of these for 14 years. So it's been like what?
Something is wrong with the world.
I know, it's amazing.
My God,
all the things they've rebooted, this is one. But nonetheless, the first of the Final Destination movies came out in 2000. After that, they sort of ground them out through the 2000s up to 2011. They have been a staple of cable for many, many years. Right now, if you turn on TNT somewhere in the world, there is a Final Destination on. So that's the good thing, because I think we've built an audience for this of kids like my kids' ages that really didn't see them in theaters, but grew up with them anyway in TV. And it's a straightforward sort of idea that carries through into this one. In this instance, we start off with this Stephanie, who is our main character. She's having this very vivid dream about her. Basically, it turns out to be her grandmother, going to a party in the 1960s on what looks like a Skyview restaurant, 14 stories high, and then basically death is pursuing her. This really ugly, horrible accident occurs, and then she awakes from the dream and comes to the realization that her grandmother was the sort of genesis of death stalking people through ages. Through like decades anyway.
Right. So, as we always know, it always starts with grandma.
Yeah, exactly. And family secrets and everything else.
Yeah. So I have to tell you, one critic review said, in a world of straight-to-streaming videos, it felt like a movie that they put effort and time into it. So...
Yeah, totally agree. I think they did too. And I looked up the writer, because I'm always curious when I really like a movie, what other movies he's written for. And the writer for this also did Abigail, which was the, vampire ballerina, Ready or Not, which was a great movie, and the reboot of Scream, which was really good. So he's got some, serious...
Yeah, and the producer on this actually directed 3 of the latest Spider-Man movies. So, I mean, they brought together some good people to do this. Now, the actors, you don't know them. I mean, most of us, that's the sort of the other nice thing about this franchise is there are very few big-name actors in the series, so it's fairly inexpensive to put on that way. Now, if you go back, because we actually went back and watched a couple of the latter ones afterward, and the graphics on these are much better. The gore is just better, but there's still a lot of gore, and there's better humor. It's better written than some of the past ones.
Yeah, so this movie is obviously rated R, obviously for the gore and whatnot. Right. It's also an hour and 49 minutes, which I think is actually a good length for a movie, so it's not too
long. If ever
long.
there was a movie that I wanted to be 2.5 hours long, it's a Final Destination. I mean, anyone who's never seen a Final Destination movie, I'm just going to share with you the magic of it, all right? So they'll start a scene, and then they'll show all these different random things, like they'll show someone starting a lawnmower, and then they'll show someone jumping on a trampoline, but there's a rake under the trampoline, and then they'll show someone else drinking a beer and setting the beer a little too close to the edge where it could possibly fall off. And then basically you got to figure out how these 3 things are going to interact with each other to kill somebody. So that's the magic of Final Destination.
All right, well, 2 thumbs up for the Final Destination Bloodlines. Bart and Jen, thanks so much for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Thanks
for having us.
All right, well, don't go away because we have more when we return.